Innovative Kids channel.
Welcome to Innovative Kids channel, dear parents, students and teachers. This video will provide a structured and interactive way to teach basic English grammar concepts related to the past perfect tense in a classroom setting.
Good morning, class. Today, we're going to explore the past perfect tense in English grammar. Are you all ready to learn?
Yes, we are ready.
Wonderful. Let's start by discussing what the past perfect tense is. Can anyone tell me?
It is about actions that happened before another action in the past.
Exactly. The past perfect tense is used to describe actions that happened before another action in the past. Can someone provide an example of a past perfect tense sentence?
I had finished my homework before I went to bed.
Excellent. Had finished indicates an action that happened before another action in the past. Now, let's explore how we form past perfect tense sentences. Who can explain verb conjugation in the past perfect tense?
It is about using had before the past participle form of the verb.
That is correct. In the past perfect tense, we use had before the past participle form of the verb. Can someone give me another example?
She had already left when I arrived.
Perfect. Had left indicates an action that happened before another action in the past. Now let's practice forming past perfect tense sentences together. I will give you a subject, and you provide a past perfect tense verb to complete the sentence. Let's start with I.
I had studied for the test before the teacher handed out the papers.
Great. How about we?
We had finished dinner before the guests arrived.
Well done. Now let's move on to negative sentences in the past perfect tense. How do we form negative sentences?
We add, not after had.
That is correct. We add not after had to form negative sentences in the past perfect tense. Can someone give me an example?
He had not eaten lunch before he left for work.
Excellent. Had not eaten indicates an action that did not happen before another action in the past. Now let's try forming negative sentences together. I will give you a subject, and you provide a negative past perfect tense verb to complete the sentence. Let's start with you.
You had not finished your chores before your parents came home.
Very good. How about she?
She had not cleaned her room before her friends arrived.
Excellent job. Now let's move on to questions in the past perfect tense. How do we form questions?
We invert the subject and had.
That is correct. We invert the subject and had to form questions in the past perfect tense. Can someone give me an example?
Had they left before you arrived?
Perfect. Had they left is a question about an action that happened before another action in the past. Now let's practice forming questions together. I will give you a subject, and you provide a past perfect tense verb to complete the question. Let's start with he.
Had he finished his project before the deadline?
Excellent. How about we?
Had we visited that museum before it closed?
Very good. Now that we have covered forming affirmative, negative, and question sentences in the past perfect tense, let's move on to using it to talk about completed actions before a specific time in the past. Can anyone provide examples of talking about completed actions before a specific time in the past?
Like, I had already eaten breakfast before 8 a.m., or she had finished her work by noon.
Exactly. Past perfect tense can also be used to talk about actions that were completed before a specific time in the past. Can someone give me a sentence using past perfect tense to talk about completed actions before a specific time in the past?
He had read the book by the time the movie started.
Very good. Now, let's wrap up our lesson with a quick review. Can anyone summarize what we have learned today about the past perfect tense?
The past perfect tense is used to describe actions that happened before another action in the past. We form past perfect tense sentences by using had before the past participle form of the verb. We can make negative sentences by adding not after had, and we form questions by inverting the subject and had. Past perfect tense can also be used to talk about completed actions before a specific time in the past.
Excellent summary. You have done a fantastic job today exploring the basics of English grammar in the past perfect tense. Keep practicing, and you will become even more confident in using it correctly. That's all for today. Class dismissed.
Thank you, teacher. Thanks for watching. For watching more kids educational videos, subscribe Innovative Kids channel.